there is no way that like they have these like secret meetings where Doja Cat's in and she's doing some sort of like, you know, weird sorcery shit. Like I don't think that stuff exists.
I've heard stories of like.
Say it.
Just say it.
It sounds so weird. Let me clear my throat.
Okay, maybe don't say it.
Already cancelled.
G'day and welcome to Already Cancelled. How are we, guys?
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
I see, Yaz, that you're in your perfect attire for, is it attire? Attire?
But you know what? He wasn't even reading that, so there's no excuse for it.
It's perfect attire.
My attire.
Your perfect attire for the special day that is today.
Oh, yeah.
It's Super Bowl final today.
It is Super Bowl final, and by the way, I have no idea about the Super Bowl. Don't care about the Super Bowl. Just had this shirt, put it on. The universe.
Did you mean
You
to
are
wear the shirt?
fake.
Well, it's the LA Raiders. Aren't they a rubbish team anyway?
I have no idea.
I
Are
don't
they
know
crap?
either.
Oh,
However,
you just don't hear about them anymore.
if you hear the ambiance in the background.
Why do you say words so
Ambience, brother.
Oh, yeah, ambience.
The ambiance.
You hear the ambience in the background. It's because we're at the Hills podcast studio, and it's also the Bella Vista Hotel, which there's like, 300-400 people
there
out there.
are so many people. It's a work day. It's literally Monday at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And the car park was nearly full. I can't believe
That's
it.
just Australian culture. You think anyone out there actually cares about the NFL? They just want a day off work.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, I've seen a couple of guys out there wearing skirts and
Yeah,
I don't understand
why?
what the skirts has to do with the Super Bowl.
All right, so who's playing in the Super Bowl? Kansas City Chiefs and San Fran, the 49ers, the one that Jared Hayne played for.
I have no
Played one game.
Played a few. Played
he?
a couple games, yeah.
He caught the ball once.
He did it really well, though.
Well, for an Aussie to get over there and completely change a sport and still perform at the highest level, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
what you want to see.
yeah.
Pity he's in jail now.
He is, isn't he?
Why is he in jail?
Shouldn't be smiling about that.
You haven't heard about what happened to Jared Hayne?
What, are you kidding me?
Oh, is that the...
The sexual assault charges?
Yeah, okay. Yes, I have heard about that.
Unfortunate stuff.
I'm not going to get into that.
But
We're not-
hey, the Super Bowl here, I thought let's just dish out a couple of facts. If you don't know, I don't know any of these things, but it might bring you up to scratch. And please, if it's wrong facts, and feel free to comment in the comments section. We're on YouTube as well, by the way. Here's some fun facts about the Super Bowl, everyone. Mm-hmm. Each team gets 108 footballs for the game.
So, what?
Huh?
Each team gets 108 footballs for the game.
Why so specific?
Why
I
that?
have no idea, but 54 of them are used for practice and 54 for the game itself.
Wow, there you go.
I don't know how fun that is, but that's it.
Can I ask where you're getting these facts from? Don't say TikTok.
Don't say Wikipedia.
ChatGPT.
Oh, that's our
For
downfall.
who's done the research at bing.com.
Who the hell uses Bing?
Well,
ChatGPT
it does, yeah, that's right. And actually, okay, so the Super Bowl derived from a children's toy called the Super Ball.
Oh.
Americans eat more than 1 billion wings and 8 million pounds of guacamole on a Super Bowl Sunday.
See, that I could actually be like, yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
believe
true.
that. Yeah.
That
Of the
sounds
top
legit.
10 most watched American television programs of all time, 9 of them are the Super Bowls.
Yeah. Okay. Makes
The
sense.
Super Bowl is measured in Roman numerals because football seasons run over 2-year calendars.
What? Actually, yeah, why is the Super Bowl in February?
It happens every second February of the year.
Every second February. How many
Every
Februaries in one
every
year?
second Monday, or second Sunday in America, second Monday in Australia. Moving on. The average amount of calories consumed during a Super Bowl party is 8,083 calories.
Oh, per person?
Yeah, that has to be per person.
Doesn't give that actual fact.
An average
I'm
human's
assuming
intake is
average.
2,500.
Yeah.
So
okay.
if you have 10 people there, that's already 25,000. So it's got to be per person.
Per person.
8 teams from the top 50 most populous US metro areas have never won a Super Bowl. Okay, that's some cool stuff. But here's what's crazy.
Yeah.
It costs $7 million for a 30-second ad.
That I know about.
I want to be in a Super Bowl ad. You know how much they pay people to be in a Super Bowl ad?
Yeah, but do you know who they put in these Super Bowl ads?
Yeah, I mean, look, a girl can dream.
Like Eminem did a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah, one
Cardi
day.
B.
Cardi B did one. Who else did
She
it?
did the Pepsi ad.
Yeah, Doja Cat.
An Aussie did it. An Aussie did one of them.
Which
Who the hell was it? Can we find that out, please?
I have no idea.
Producer, can you just double Jake? So we don't have a producer. It's just us. We're not Joe Rogan level.
Not just yet.
An Australian. Was it an actress? I think it would have been an actress. I have a feeling.
Aussie Super Bowl ad.
But yeah, they get paid in the millions.
Big
So-
money.
Oh,
So
it was a
what-
Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, really?
Paul Hogan. Paul Hogan. My word is slightly off today. Slightly. But there's some fun facts. You guys, by the time this goes out, the game would have been done and completed by then. But is anyone following anyone?
No, I when it comes to sports, honestly, I'm very ignorant.
I'm going to go San Fran. I'm just going to go San Fran.
There's
49ers.
Some guy on a podcast came out and he was like, I have the script for the Super Bowl.
Now, like it's scripted.
Yeah, this is what he reckons. He reckons, you know how Taylor Swift is dating that bloke that plays for Kansas?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Is it Travis?
I don't know. I really don't. Like, I don't follow this shit.
Know.
She has so many.
Travis Kelch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think
Kelsey.
yeah.
Sorry.
You did it again.
You can tell I do not follow the NFL. But they reckon he's going to score the winning touchdown and then propose to Taylor Swift.
You're joking.
You reckon?
But apparently Taylor Swift's not even going to be there. She's going to be in Japan.
Is he actually? Oh, so he's playing in it? He's
How
playing.
could she not be
is he
there?
in the final?
Yeah, he's like their captain, I think.
Oh, as a quarterback.
Maybe he's not their captain. I don't know. Considered one of the greatest tight ends of all time, whatever that means. 9-time Pro Bowler and 4-time.
Well, he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. So yeah, if he does win and gets on one knee and proposes to Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
the script is correct.
Hey, talking about another thing about Taylor Swift that I want to get into. I'm just moving away from the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Did you guys hear this weird conspiracy theory that Taylor Swift is like a government-created famous person?
Oh,
Like a
that's
plan.
I know it sounds crazy, but I'll play this video for you so you understand it.
No.
But it makes sense. Now, do you know how Taylor Swift's always been big? For the last 10 years, she's been massive.
Yeah.
Right? A massive
Superstar,
artist. But
yeah.
for some reason, in the last year and a half, she like shot up to Michael Jackson level.
Okay, I do agree with that because she's always been mega famous. I mean, the Swifties are a crazy fan base.
huge.
However, you're so right. It's been the last 2 years where I have seen her, I kid you not, everywhere. And
Yeah.
like she always could fill out stadiums. But
Couldn't
like,
it just be her time though?
yeah.
Like it's just her time.
But out of nowhere, like what happened for her? Like she dropped another album, great. But how did that?
You know what the timeline, the way it adds up though is it's when the whole Kim Kardashian thing happened, right? Where in the Kanye West conversation and she was like people calling her a snake. Then she comes out with this album being like, and it was a great album. But she dresses, she doesn't dress, but she like writes good music and everyone's like thinking it's about that because people called her a snake.
Yeah.
And then something happened again where she disappeared for a while. Oh, it was a Scooter Braun thing.
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Oh, where he took over the
But
label.
then
Yeah.
she came back and did that epic like revenge move. I don't know if it's a revenge move, but we were all rooting
She
for
just
her.
outsmarted.
Well, she outsmarted
by re-recording everything.
Yeah, but when she came back and did that, all those songs that she re-recorded, and I think because everyone wanted to have her back as well, because like it was like stick it to the man. Those songs went crazier than ever. Like it went absolutely wild, and it was at that point where it just went. Like the trajectory of her career just went to a whole new height.
It could be that, or it could be government propaganda. No, okay.
What a segue!
Let's have a listen.
Have a listen to what I heard yesterday. It has merit. Have a listen.
Okay.
Ever wondered why or how she blew up like this? Well, around 4 years ago, the Pentagon's Psychological Operations Unit floated turning Taylor Swift into an asset during a NATO meeting. What kind of asset? A PSYOP for combating online misinformation. Listen.
You came in here wanting to understand how you just go out there and counter an information operation. Well, the idea is that social influence can help encourage or promote behavior change, so potentially as like a peaceful information operation. I include Taylor Swift in here because she's a fairly influential online person. I don't know if you've heard of her.
Yeah, that's real. The Pentagon PSYOP unit pitched NATO on turning Taylor Swift into an asset for combating misinformation online.
Wow.
If I was running Biden's
Oops.
perception team, I would identify someone who would align themselves with my agenda, such as a Taylor Swift, who has close to 600 million followers, I would target her, I would engage her, and I would get her to do what we used to see as like public service announcements. And that type of enlistment, that type of solicitation is analogous to the old days of deployment of a PSYOP.
Is that not the craziest thing you've ever heard?
Hold on, I need to break it down a little bit. So they're basically saying that she could be, because of her influence, she could be used as to make, public service announcements to be able to assist with their agenda, essentially.
Exactly.
Yes, assist with the agenda. Come out and be like, oh, this is good for you, or this is not good for you.
Like let's use the biggest example on earth right now, the vaccine, right? Where people were so separated.
Yeah.
Imagine someone like Taylor Swift came out and said, "Hey guys, just got the jab."
But all these celebs did. So now that you see information like
But
that
she
being
didn't.
discussed at NATO,
If she had, though, every single Swiftie on earth would run to the hospital and be like,
Jab me in the butt. Yeah. Okay, that's really
you know what I'm saying?
that's essentially what they tried to do
They did.
with
but it was-
with all the celebs. Yeah, no, of course.
And then this is where my mind went, right? My mind went into, all right, cool, you've got Taylor Swift as a PSYOP operation who's helping you push certain agendas, but who is her fan following? We're talking about 90% women here, 90%, girls. So what do you do to try to get the men on her side?
get all the girls.
No. You make Taylor Swift date one of the biggest NFL players of all time. Now all the men know who Taylor Swift is.
That's really interesting.
Well, they know who she is, but do they follow her? No. Do they now? Probably. If you're a fan of Travis, whatever his name is, then you're probably a fan of Taylor Swift now.
But what?
I see the train of thought here.
But it's so.
And if I was the controller of the world,
Which we know you want to be.
Yeah, it's very apparent.
I've seen your journal. I don't know if you're a villain or a hero, but anyways, continue.
yeah, if I was the controller of the world, if I ran NATO, I would be looking at different avenues on how to influence the people.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift would be a great tool.
Guys,
She'd be a great tool.
This seems ridiculous. Like, what actually happens in these situations, right? Do they have some sort of meeting where they're like, okay, thank you for coming, Taylor Swift. Thank you for coming, Travis. This is all going to plan. Can we just renew the contracts for world domination?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
I think you just explained it perfectly.
No, I don't think this stuff happens. I think this is all made up.
You don't think celebrities are used for propaganda?
I don't think if they are, they don't know it.
Okay, what about the celebrities? I'm going.
No, but I think they're paid money. I think it's hey, we're going to pay a really hefty check to we have a campaign about this thing, and obviously it's good for the government or whatever it's good for, but it's good for some sort of agenda. We'll pay you a big lump sum to push this agenda.
What about
That's
this? What
I
about the
think it is.
agenda that's being pushed right now with celebrities? They've stopped now because they've been called out for it. They've lost a lot of fans. But with the Israel and Palestine conflict that's happening right now, where Israel's obviously being the oppressor and completely,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to say it, genociding the Palestinians.
Yeah.
You've got celebrities that have been paid off by Israel to post support for Israel.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think that
It
they're
happens.
paid. No, I know. So that's exactly my point. I'm saying they get paid big lump sums to push a certain agenda, but I don't think it's this whole come into a secret meeting and it's not.
Why not?
I
That's
just
so much
don't
funner.
Stop
Imagine
ruining
that.
our excitement.
But just imagine being someone that is in control of everything and not hosting a cynical, ritualistic meeting.
All right, ready?
How bored would you be?
Ready?
You'd be so bored.
Okay, you know where this argument came from? I was having this discussion with my friend the other day because they were talking about Doja Cat, and they were saying that Doja Cat is satanic and
Yes.
that she is a part of the Illuminati. This is where the discussion started, and I said, there is no way that they have these secret meetings where Doja Cat's in and she's doing some sort of weird sorcery shit. I don't think this
I've
stuff
heard
exists.
stories of
Say it.
Just say it.
it sounds so weird. Let me clear my throat.
Okay, maybe don't say it.
They would walk around women are served on a platter, put it that way. For the rich, unbelievable rich and powerful of the world. They're served on a platter.
What do you mean by served on a platter?
They literally come out on a plate.
Like sushi on them?
Things like that, yes.
I've seen that. But I've been to a party where a lady was a sushi person.
a sushi plate.
She's a plate
No,
of
but
sushi.
this is the girl comes out on a platter and you can bid. Like this, and you don't like. I'm sorry, but it's very ignorant to think that none of this is going on.
No, okay,
It's
hold
very
on. Let me explain myself a bit better because I think you're missing the point. I'm not saying that this stuff doesn't exist, but I don't think it's happening with the celebrities like Doja
I think that's
Cat,
all
for
it's
instance.
happening with because the celebrities are all the people. That's what they want you to see. They
Yeah,
want
but
you to
like-
see these people.
Yeah, but like the thing is, their lives are so public. Like it's gonna come out one way or another if they're doing all
They
these
say it
weird
to you.
secretive
They
shit.
literally say it to you. They tell you what they do. They tell you what they're doing.
Do you guys know Taryn Manning, the actress from Orange is the New Black?
No.
I don't remember what character she played, but she was on a podcast.
Yeah, I found her.
Yeah, she was on a podcast where
Oh yeah.
she was. Let me just play it. Let me play
Oh
it.
gosh.
Hold
okay.
up. Where is
I've
it?
started something.
Yeah.
Drink the Kool-Aid. You don't drink the gold juice. So I was offered the gold juice.
Wait, let me play another one because I don't want music playing in the background.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
I
fair.
think I know who
Do you
this
think
is.
there's a level of fame that is just too dangerous for this?
Yeah,
psyche?
so yeah, if you don't drink the Kool-Aid, you don't drink the gold juice. So I was offered the gold juice 3 times in my 20s, my 30s, and my
What's
40s.
that? Pink?
What the hell is it with these stupid videos?
The music's always
Playing
louder
this-
than the.
Yeah, but it's true. All she's saying is that there's that you drink from the Kool-Aid. We've all heard that. You drink
Yeah.
from the same cup.
She
we
goes,
did
"I was
that to
offered-"
initiate us as a group.
Yeah.
We all drank from the same cup.
Okay,
Yeah, but not to-
okay, but hold on. Let's just clarify this.
What do you
This whole
think?
Kool-Aid thing is like the idea that because this is the perception people have. It's like there's this higher up that comes to you and goes, "I will change your life forever. All you have to do is be the devil." Like that's basically what people think the transaction is.
But they will walk you into a certain place where there's a party going on and there happens to be underage people or there happens to
I
be
don't-
this and be
They
that.
will put you- they
and
put-
then they go, oh, okay, now you got to do this and sign this deal and that. That can be done. It can be done.
They put you in a situation.
But I do not think all the successful celebrities that we see, this stuff is happening.
Well, that's a different point.
Not all of them.
That's a different point.
Yeah, but like you think, okay, let's just name the top 10. Like, okay, in the top of my head, Doja Cat, Justin Bieber, Lizzo, I don't know, Chris Brown, Usher, Drake,
Yep, you've pretty much named all the ones.
Jay-Z,
Yep.
Beyonce,
Keep it going.
Adele.
I reckon they've all either been blackmailed.
Miley Cyrus.
I reckon they've all been blackmailed.
Or
into-
signed a deal with the devil.
Or signed a deal with the devil.
I don't believe that. I really don't believe. I think there's like.
They literally say it to you, Nishi. You can find footage of them all saying it. That you can hear it throughout their songs. They always say it. Sorry, but they do. Anyhow, I've done a research. I've asked ChatGPT to search something up for me. Research celebrities that may be PSYOPs. And you know what it came back with? Are you ready?
All of them.
I can't help with that request.
Yeah,
Of
because
all the requests of the world, it can't help with that one. I wonder why.
well, because it probably doesn't have access to that information.
Just
Why
search it
though?
on- just
Why
search it
would it
on-
not have that access?
Yeah, because he hasn't upgraded probably to the latest.
I know, I have.
Probably not.
Look, guys, I'm not disagreeing that this stuff doesn't happen. Like, I'm sure that there's like, obviously there are like so much weird shit that happens in Hollywood. I'm not discrediting that, but what I am saying is that this common notion of like Doja Cat is the best example I can do because she's openly like does weird satanic stuff. I think she does it for attention more than she does it for whatever reasons we believe.
Myself and Kian interviewed someone. I'm not going to mention who he was. An actor
Yeah.
who is in Hollywood, been a part of it, done a lot of movies, played a very big character, and he pretty much said to us that he had to do things he didn't want to do,
Yeah.
and for him to hit the next level, he'll need to do other things that he doesn't want to do. And then we had to, literally, we got hit up by his PR, and they were like, delete that audio part of the interview, and we had to
Really?
delete it. Yeah.
What did he have to? Can I ask like what he had to do? To like.
I'm looking at Kian if we should even say anything because it scares the shit out of me.
Oh, there's a range of things.
Just things he didn't want to do that he had to do.
Sexual things to other things.
Jeez.
Yeah. You know this
And you
person. too.
and you think that's why he couldn't take his career further?
I don't know.
Not yet.
We'll find out. We'll ask him next
We'll
interview.
find out,
We still got the audio, don't we?
yeah.
We'll play it for you.
But that's in the vault. That's in the vault.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll play for you afterwards. But
And
we
I forgot the code.
we literally got hit up by his PR, his management, everyone, and they were like, delete that part out of the interview.
Yeah.
Wow, that was so loud. That's yours. Look at the face he makes. He was judging both of us because of that noise. It was coming from his laptop.
Look, all we can say, Taylor Swift, possible PSYOPs, I say yay.
I say yay. Kanye.
Well, okay.
Amnesia thinks we live in this perfect world. No, we don't.
No, I know we don't live in a perfect
It
world.
is run by lizards. You need to understand this.
Okay, but this might be a perfect world. Get this, right? In Japan, 3/4 of men give all their money to their wives and get a monthly allowance. Okay, hold on. This is actually wild. I don't know. I've Googled this and it keeps coming up with this 2016 article where it said that Japanese men are struggling to get by on a monthly allowance they receive from their wives, which has fallen down to its lowest level in decades. Mind you, this was in 2016. This is what a survey showed. Despite frequently being the sole breadwinner, many Japanese husbands hand over their entire wage to the woman of the house, who often manages the family's bills and balances the books, right? Which I find so interesting because in the comments, there are a lot of people who are really, a lot of men who are really mad about this and they're like, this is bullshit. This is, blah, blah, blah. But one comment, which I thought was really interesting, was that money is part of the household in Japan. It's the woman's job to manage the household, therefore she manages the money, and that's why.
Yeah, because you can see how oh, we need a new couch.
Right.
A guy doesn't give a shit about a couch as long as he can sit down and put his feet up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But a woman would see it and go, no, the couch is broken. We need to fix it, right? I can sort of see like at base level, why it's better for the woman to be in charge of the money so they can go, okay, well, we need to buy something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, okay, how's that going to affect everything else? There's nothing better than coming together and doing it together as a team, of course.
100%.
But yeah, I can see that.
It depends on the individual as well. Like, I would not trust myself with the finances of my household, for instance, right? Like, it's
I wouldn't trust you as well.
Well, no, it's not even because I'm a spender. I'm not a spender. It's just more like I'm not really great. And we all have weaknesses, and I'll openly admit it. My weakness is numbers. I get overwhelmed looking at Excel spreadsheets with numbers. I get overwhelmed. Yeah, I get really overwhelmed. Or I get overwhelmed when I have to do the budget. And to be fair, in my household, we both do it, right?
Yeah.
But I will, I have to admit that Jared, he controls all the investment type of stuff and things like that. Because to me, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that's what I need in my life. And I think having... I feel like it's a normal thing, though. Is that not normal for the wife to manage the finances of the household? Is that not a normal thing?
No, not in mine.
Like when I watch, I'm going to just go off movies because I'm not a married man in a household with kids and things, but it's always the wife that's sitting there on the dinner table looking at the bills and highlighting things.
No, I think it's got to be a shared...
That's in the movies.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, but I think it's got to be a shared responsibility. You both bring the money in. If you both bring it in, either way, there's a lot of responsibility running a house, so you probably should all just
100%
chip in, right? That's how I see as equal.
But
it's funny how you mentioned that was the comment that stood out to you. The comment that stood out to me. Are they at least getting to clap cheeks as much as they want? That's more interesting. Think about this. If I'm going to bring all the money in, give it to you, and you're going to handle the finances.
Yeah.
Are they expecting their wife? What are they expecting their wife to do by me bringing the money and giving it to you?
Well, they take care of the household. They take care of the kids. And also, on top of that, it's not like they're having a fun time doing the finances. That's the worst job ever, having to do accounting and, making sure the...
But if you have control of the money, then you could always slide yourself a couple pennies.
Yeah, but that's fraudulent. That's fraudulent behavior.
Do you know what I mean? If my man's making $250K a year, and he doesn't really understand the numbers and blah blah blah, I'd be like, oh yeah, we have this monthly expense that's $1,000, and then that just goes into my pocket.
Yeah, but
are you clapping your ass cheeks for 30 seconds while he brings it in?
When you say clapping ass cheeks, I don't know. They're not just twerking. Clapping ass cheeks means having sex with someone.
Either way,
you're clapping those cheeks.
Either way,
So I'm pretty sure it needs to be consensual. Anyways.
Either way, I think it's one of those things where it just like works for certain individuals, right? Like someone takes control of the money, or sometimes both of the people take control of the money. It's whatever
Yeah.
works. Like you were saying earlier, Yaz, that you need someone who will give you an allowance.
Well, it's normal like for your parents to do that, especially like I know my dad, he would work and then come home and give his money to his mum, and his mum would give him an allowance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is back in South Africa.
That's literally what I need. That's exactly what I need. And I actually tried to convince a past partner of mine to look after my accounts, and she's like, no, I'm not taking that responsibility. She's like, we've been dating for 6 months. I said, I don't care. Amnesia, you've seen my spending in a month.
It's actually not normal. I don't know why you spend, like, on what are you spending that much money on?
Oh, you don't want to know. I don't know. I just spend. Like, dude, like I went to, oh my God, I'm dumb. I'm just stupid. I went to dinner with my mates the other night, Friday night.
But he paid for everyone.
There was
I bet
8 of us.
And you
I
paid for
paid
everyone?
for it.
How much did that cost?
What goes through your head?
It was about 400 and something.
But what goes through your head when you're doing the offer? Nothing, eh? You don't think?
Nothing. It just makes me happy. It's like, you know what? I fed these people today. Will they ever feed me? Don't know.
They'll
No,
let
they
you.
do. No, the boys are cool.
The boys are good. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of money, yes. $400. And they probably wouldn't organize another meetup for a while knowing that they
Don't
have
get
to
me
pay
wrong.
next.
Some of the boys will be like, shut up, and then they'll send me money. But
Yeah.
the other boys will just take it and be like, yeah, hectic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I don't know. I like spending money on people.
Yeah, you do. That's
And it's really bad. So having someone there to look after my funds and be like, listen, all you're getting is $500 a week.
yeah.
That's what I need.
But you know, I want to say with this, I find really interesting because I know people in relationships who don't share their money.
Yeah, that's so strange to me.
Like that's strange to me. They have separate bank accounts and then they have one joint account which like all the stuff goes in if it's rent or mortgage or
okay.
you know, but
They have their own spending money.
no, like as in like they have like and then they have their separate, so their salary goes into their account, like individual accounts, and then they have a joint account where basically it's like we're only going to put the expenses in there like that we have to pay weekly or whatever, and
Yeah.
they go joint on that, but everything else is separate. So they don't know what's going on their side and the other side. And that to me is like, it's really odd. But you know what? Each to their own, but I find it odd.
I'll be honest with you. You know, God willing, I find a beautiful wife one day. Mm-hmm. And God willing, she looks after the finances in the relationship.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's actually not going to know exactly how much money I'm making.
Why?
Because let's say I'm on 200 grand a year.
Yeah.
She's going to think I'm on 160 a year.
You're going to put a spare 40 to the
I'm
side.
going to have 40,000 just for me in case I need it for anything.
Like what?
Because the last thing I need is me needing to buy something and her going, we don't have the budget for that. You cannot buy it. And I'm going to be like, this is going to cause issues. So I'd rather
but
have my own
missing,
account there.
You're missing the point of marriage, though. The point of marriage is complete unity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And if
Yeah,
she found
but-
out, she'd be hurt by that. Like, imagine, like, she comes, like, I don't know, a pay slip, she's able to see one or whatever. I don't know.
Hurt
She
my
finds
ass. She's going to find a bank account with more money in there. She's going to be very happy.
No, but it's the fact that you hid it from her. Like, why would you hide? She'd be like, why did you hide 40 grand from me? She'd feel upset by that.
You know, if I want to go to the casino and lose 2 grand, I can't be bothered having her. Do you know what I mean?
This is probably why you don't have a partner.
And now he has all the money to spend.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Hey, just before we go, I just wanted to touch on this thing. You're speaking of the boys before. Did you know that the boys, that concept exists in the animal kingdom?
The boys?
The boys?
What do you mean?
Dolphins. Do you know dolphins have bromances?
That's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they just hang out with the blokes?
Yeah, like the boys, they just hang out. So dolphins have bromances in which 2 males pair up for as long as 15 years and help each other hook up with other females.
Nah, you're lying.
There's
Nah, bro,
no way.
dolphins wingman each other. The boys is co-species.
They fin man each other.
They fin.
That's amazing.
That's actually pretty cool.
Dolphins are something else, man.
Yeah.
There's certain animals that I look at, and it's usually after I smoke a joint and I put the Discovery Channel on, right? My mind is blown.
Yeah.
Like, dolphins are one of them. How are they real?
They don't seem real.
How are dolphins real? They've been put on this earth. They understand us as humans. They know how to communicate with us.
They have bromances.
They have bromances. Anyways, and then the second one, horses. Can we talk about horses for a second? What the hell are horses and why do we ride them? What other animal do you know on earth uses another animal to like transport itself? And horses are just okay with it. Like, you get on top of a horse and you'll ride for 14 kilometers and the horse is fine. Can you imagine you carrying something? Can you imagine you carrying something a quarter of your weight for 15 kilometers of an each?
Unless it's like if I have a kid, my baby.
Why
then
do horses listen to us? They don't have to.
You force them into listening.
No, this world's a freaking simulation and they were coded in for us. It makes no sense.
Yeah, well, sometimes when I look at my dog, I think, how are you real? Like unconditional love, you know what I mean?
It's a bit different.
Very different.
It's a bit different.
Okay.
You know what's good about your dog?
What?
He'll never get eaten.
You reckon?
No, like no one will eat him. There's no point. There's no meat on that bone. Like, you're always safe. Like, if you want to take him to Wuhan or whatever,
He's like a chicken wing.
or Korea, no one's going to eat your dog. They're just going to look at him and go, "What's the point?" We'll make like bone broth.
Yeah, they'll make a soup.
Make a bone broth.
No, I'm making bone broth out of vindaloo.
Oh, what you call the dish, vindaloo?
Wait, can you? Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Can you imagine the conversation between the Dolphins when they're going to hook up with, like, set him up for a girl?
Are we going to talk in Dolphin?
No, talk like, imagine the wrong girl. No,
That's good.
Is that good?
I can do a really good dolphin impersonation. Sorry, I completely.
We kind of. Kian had a great joke and we just ruined it for him.
No,
Okay,
it's
ready?
alright.
Ready? I have to go a bit far away.
I understand the snout now.
Shut up. How good is that?
Do it one more time.
Okay. I know. Okay.
That's pretty good.
First time
the first time was better.
First one is better. Yeah. Why did you go second time?
Some of the comments in here are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Don't like this is a conversation. Don't hook up with a man. She has only fins. Like this is it's just wild to think that there's boys out there amongst another species.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
But you know, I can't look at dolphins the same after I learned some really dark facts about them, which I don't.
What's your dark facts about dolphins?
I feel like even comfortable even saying it on
Don't
the
ruin
podcast.
my childhood, man.
No, but read this. Like, you can both read it, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable even saying it out loud on the
No, you got to read that. You have to read that. You got to read it out loud.
No, I'm not looking. Read.
It's really messed up.
Yeah, you
Read
have
it.
to read that out loud.
Okay, so dolphin sex can be violent and coercive. Oh, God. Gangs of 2 or 3 male bottlenose dolphins isolate a single female from the pod
Oh my god.
and forcibly mate with her, sometimes
God.
for weeks at a time.
Oh my gosh.
To keep her in line, they make aggressive noises, threatening movements, and even smack her around with their tails.
That's disgusting.
Don't laugh. Yeah, that's actually really messed up.
They are so much like humans. Like there are messed up humans that.
Yeah, but this is normal for dolphins. This is the norm.
part, yeah. It's like really like after like I learned about dolphins and like
That is
you know what people
fucked
do?
up.
No, and you know how I've learned about it? I remember like going onto TikTok and like I saw cute dolphin videos or whatever, and then people in the comments just would be like, yeah, but blah blah blah, and then
write that.
Yeah, and then I was like, there's no way. And then I did some research and yeah, it's really messed up.
You compare them to penguins, for example, and penguins just find one mate for their whole life.
Yeah.
They find a partner and they stay with them forever.
It's so cute.
And then dolphins are out there in gangs just...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Doing
Anyway.
some terrible shit.
Just had to end it on a such a
I'm sorry.
negative...
Oh my God, I said so straight. It's like,
I'm
can I-
literally
I don't want to be one of the boys anymore.
I'm literally imagining like a poor little dolphin right now in the ocean that's just been abused
Okay,
for
stop.
2 weeks.
Stop. Why would you even say
Like,
that?
serious, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but you said to read it out. I didn't want to read it out. That's why I was like, let's not. And now, can we end it on a motivational quote at least, like something positive?
I got one.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
far out. I just know it's going to be... Okay. If you're having a bad day,
Wait.
at least you're not a female dolphin.
No, that's a good one, but no.
Okay.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It's an African proverb.
I honestly thought you were going to have a joke. Like it was going to be a joke. He actually went serious there.
Yeah, it's good. Thank God.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
you have to have a team.
So say one more time.
If you want to go fast, go alone.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go far, go together.
Love it.
It's great.
Great way to end it.
Yeah.
Together with the boys like a dolphin.
You're messed up. Messed up.
Already cancelled.
If you like the podcast, prove it. Like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave us a cheeky review.